Okay, we're looking at the history of LA Galaxy Star. I thought I'll go back to the club histories, and this is actually a very successful team in the MLS. The MLS, I think I could do some more coverage on it. Obviously, I'm looking at the data earlier and how high the Americans are on the view count. Obviously, they do enjoy watching football, as they would call it soccer. Anyway, let's have a look at the history of the LA Galaxy. Now, they don't have a very long history in real terms, but in MLS terms, they're one of the founding clubs. They were originally founded and given their operating license on June the 15th, 1994. So it's a franchise-based league in the MLS. They were given 2 years to build a team and get the resources and the financing together. So they entered the MLS in '96. The reason why they have a founding date of June the 15th is because of the 1994 World Cup, and the foundation of the MLS was part of the reasons why the United States got that World Cup in 1994. They currently play out at the StubHub Center in Carson, California, which has a capacity of 27,000 people, and they regularly fill that. So their average attendance is regularly over 20,000. So there's hardly any empty seats. So clearly, fans buy in to the LA Galaxy. Then we get on to the really interesting stuff. I'm not looking at the fact that Zlatan Ibrahimovic and David Beckham and Robbie Keane and Steven Gerrard have played for the club. No, I'm not interested in the players. I'm looking at the amount of silverware this team has won. So let's have a look at their honours. Let's have a look at how much silverware they've won, and then we can look at their playoff winning record and their regular season record as well. They had won the CONCACAF Champions League, which is the equivalent to the European UEFA Champions League, back in 2000. Yeah, MLS teams aren't meant to win against international South American, Central American teams, really, are they? Apparently, they did in 2000. So the MLS was a lot stronger than people realise 18 years ago. They were Champions League winners. They've won the MLS Cup 5 times. 2002, 2005, 2011, 2012 and 2014. So they've had a very successful 2 decades in that competition. The Supporters' Shield, they've won 4 times. 98, 2002, 2010, 2011. Yeah, they're winning stuff. US Open Cup, they won it twice, 2001 and 2005. I'm assuming that's similar to the League Cup and the FA Cup that we would have over here in England. So yeah, they win domestic silverware as well as international silverware. Now, the playoffs. They've won the Western Conference a total of 9 times. They've won it in 96, 99, 2001, 2002, 2005, 2009, 2011, 2012 and 2014. And in the regular season, they've topped the Western Conference 8 times. So 96, 99, 2001, 2002, 2005, 2009, 2011 and 2012. They are a consistently good team. Okay, admittedly, they didn't make the playoffs this year. They didn't do as well this season. But you look at their record since foundation, growth of the league, even when the league is expanding rapidly over the last 15 or so years, they are regularly winning silverware, regularly at the top, regularly got a winning record. And the fact they've actually won the CONCACAF Champions League really, really surprises me. They are one of the most successful teams in the US. They are a founder of the MLS. LA Galaxy is, I think, one of the best run teams in North America when it comes to soccer. Well, I would call it football, but it's one of the best run teams, one of the most consistent teams. Now, I noticed their last piece of silverware is in 2014. So the last few years, they're not, they haven't been as good, should I say, or as successful the last couple of years. However, even before David Beckham came along and made the MLS really popular for Americans, they bought into it. They were a successful team. Admittedly, the league, the MLS, was struggling, and I've done a video on that way back when. But they are a successful team. They're going through a little bit of a rebuild phase, but if you notice, it's normally every couple of years they win some silverware. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make a comeback and win some silverware in the next couple of years. Look at their most successful period. I think their most successful year, I think, was like 2011. They won a lot of trophies, or 2012, 2014. They've won a lot of trophies recently and at the beginning. They've been consistent for the better part of 22 years. They've been the most consistent team. I think they're the most successful team in the MLS, if I'm not mistaken. And I can look at every single MLS club and look at their history and where they finished and what trophies they've won. And some clubs haven't won anything, but they are a solid side. I couldn't find a record win or record loss that was massive. So they are just a solid side with a solid, consistent win. They churn out silverware, and the fact they have that much silverware in such a short period of time, in only 22 years, is stunning. They have technically won. You count up all their trophies. That's 5. That's 9. That's 11. 12 trophies in 22 years. That's nearly pretty much a trophy a year, average silverware. That is a terrifying side. If that was any other league, if that was a league in Europe, we're talking Champions League final regularly. We're talking league winners regularly, because the MLS is a bit less competitive and is a growing league with more teams joining each year. It's got a weird league. It's got a playoff structure and conference structure which we don't have in Europe. But even so, that's basically averaging a trophy here. That is a pretty terrifying record for your opposition in the MLS. I do feel I should do some more MLS videos as well. I think it's really interesting looking at leagues around the world. And yeah, history of the LA Galaxy, I think the most successful team in the MLS. But we'll look at other MLS teams over time. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your thoughts below. I'll have some more videos for you soon.